These 5 powerful words can get you hired. Yes, I'm seriously telling you, if you are able to use them appropriately in your next interview, I can guarantee that your chances of clearing that interview is going to go up by 20 to 30% if you are able to use this 5 powerful word in your next interview. Let's imagine that you have a great CV, you have all the expertise, you have all the experience, certifications that qualify you for that particular job that you are applying for, but you are not able to clear the interview. Well, there can be many reasons for that, but one of the very important reason is that are you able to appropriately attract and create an impact in your interview to the interviewer that you are the right person for the job? What are those words that the interviewer really want to listen? What is exactly that they are searching in you in terms of your capabilities, in terms of your skills, and are your words conveying that? Is that you have it in you that you want to showcase to the interviewer, and is it converting into the right way of explaining them? Well friends, find all this in this video and don't forget to like and subscribe this channel. This is Arun Thukral, your life and leadership coach, coming up with another wonderful topic for you. 5 keywords that can help you to get hired. Here it goes. So recently I was interacting with one of the CEOs and I was sitting with him over a cup of coffee while I asked him that, tell me what exactly clicks in your mind when you interview the candidate and you select them. What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you observe that makes you that this is the right candidate to go for? And what he told me was not that very surprising. He told me that he wants to see if the candidate is self-confident, can manage himself well, can be self-driven, knows his strength, and can drive organizational results with his full capacity. And I said, is that all? And he said, yes, that's all. When I came back in the evening, I was wondering that what exactly this CEO meant by saying all those words, because that is very prominent. And that's where those 5 powerful words struck my mind. And that's what I'm going to share with you. If you are able to use those 5 powerful words during your interview, if you can make those examples that you have, make those statements that you have thought about in responding in the interview process, there are very high chances that you can impress upon the hiring manager. And you will also see that while you are answering those questions, you are also kind of responding the same thoughts that that CEO has, and that can help in clicking your interview process into a job. Stay tuned, I'm going to share all of them to you. The first powerful word is responsibility. Or you may say that was my responsibility. Let me explain you in detail. Managers want to hire people who are responsible for their job. They want to hire people who take onus of the task given to them. They do not want to hire people who run away from responsibility or put blames on others, and worst of all, delegate tasks to higher-ups. Therefore, if you have been able to showcase a good example of a situation where you have mentioned that I took the responsibility of achieving a particular task or a goal or a target, and how you are able to achieve that can create a great impact on the interviewer. This also tells to the interviewer that you are reliable, you are trustworthy, and you have the capacity in you to stand up in difficult situations. Just by merely putting the case that I took the responsibility of achieving A, B, C, whatever may be the task that you have. Think about it and apply it in the real situation. The second powerful word is initiative. So you may use a word like I took the initiative. Let me explain you. All managers want to hire people who are self-driven, who are self-motivated, who can drive work on their own. Nobody wants to hire people who are hand-holded to do certain things. Though managers want to coach people, but they do not want to spoon feed an individual. So while you are giving interview, talk about something that I took the initiative to drive things from A to B, whatever that you have done in your specific role. Once you are able to establish this point, you are actually telling the manager that you are self-motivated, you are self-confident, and you are the most trusted one who can get the job done on your own rather than you are being pushed to do that. So think about this point, that I took the initiative. A very powerful word if you are able to use it appropriately in your narrations while you are answering the questions to the interviewer. The third powerful word is called results. Basis my actions, the results were. Now let me explain you in more detail. Any business is directly proportional to the results that it brings, which also means meeting the bottom line. So while you are answering your questions during the interview, highlight not just the activity that you have done, but the positive impact out of that activity which has impacted either the team or the entire organization results. So for example, you can always mention about that you were very actively involved in creating a new business process. Now what is the outcome results of it? That the organization were able to save 30% of the cost. Or you were very actively involved with customers and you were meeting them regularly, due to which the results that you have achieved from selected 5 set of customers were doing 80% of the business. Find out what is the positive impact of that result out of the activity. If you just mention the activity during your interview, it is not going to help. Once you start mentioning the results of that activity, you will see that your interviewer is getting a clear signal that you are the one who knows the importance of results and you have the capacity, experience and aptitude to bring results when you are into the action of the job that you are in. The fourth powerful word is called as measurable. So don't go by the word per se as measurable, but look at the larger concept behind measurable. If anything can be measured, it means there is an accountability for it. So the more you are specific, the more you become credible. Let me give you an example. If you say in an interview that I used to work for long hours, or if I say I used to work 50 hours a week, does it make some impact? Or for example, I was able to generate a huge amount of sale. Or if I say that I achieved 110% of my target with 30% growth and my all new products were above 100% of the budget. Does it make more realistic? Does it make more interesting, more appealing? So use those measurable words in explaining your point. What it creates impact on the interviewer is they understand that not only you have the self-awareness about your own self, but you are also very clearly analytical, specific, and you can measure the impact of the effort that you are doing in the marketplace. If you're able to put across the points in a very specific manner, you will see that your credibility is also going to get higher and higher during your interview process. The fifth and the most powerful word is called as example. Let me give you an example how I handled. Now let me give you a little more clarity that how to use this powerful word called example. Whenever there are discussions which are abstract and if you want to take them to a very specific real-time story, you must give some example of whatever you are narrating as an activity. Because once you start giving example, it brings the clarity from telling to showing something. A real story can make the interviewer connect the dots of what you are trying to convey. Now, if you are able to do that, you are able to clearly tell the interviewer that you know the subject well and you are able to correlate with the real-time example basis the question he or she has asked you. So for example, if the interviewer asks you, tell me something about your strength, talk to them, let's say leadership, and then add, let me give you an example that how I handled my team when they were achieving nothing to a point that they not only achieved the targets, but they won the most prestigious awards in the organization. Now that's the way that you can give an example, and when you make a statement like this, it correlates and bring clarity to the interviewer basis the question which is asked. Well, I'm sure this entire 5 key words would have given you a lot of clarity that can make a mark when you are giving an interview, that can make an impact when you are giving an interview to convert an interview into a job. And as I had mentioned in the beginning about the thoughts of that CEO who is looking into a candidate who is self-confident, who is more clear about his own strength, who is self-driven, is all getting answered if you use these 5 powerful words in your interview discussion. Thanks a lot for watching me, and if you really like the content that I have shared, do put a comment below and keep watching this channel for more updates, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends for more reach and more content that is coming your way. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.